Hello, and welcome to the AOTO stand. This year we are co-partnered with Mo-Sys Engineering, who are in turn supported by Arizo Studio and Moov. So AOTO manufactures advanced LED technology, creating LED tiles with superior imaging qualities. So we're actually providing all of the LED screens that you see here on the stand. Now Mo-Sys is a leading innovator and manufacturer of virtual production technology. They are providing the LED content server VP Pro XR and the Star Tracker camera and lens tracking system. So Arizo Studio is a real-time broadcast graphics technology company, and they are providing the on-air graphics capability and the integration with the Mo-Sys LED content server. Now Moov is a virtual studio, sports and events graphics design company. They are providing the virtual studio scene like this one you see here from BBC's Tokyo Olympic scene from 2022. Now, over the last 2 years, LED virtual production has seen an explosion and adoption across film, TV, drama, commercials, and music videos. But in broadcast, LED walls have until now only been used for partial 2D studio backdrops or to display infographics in a regular studio. So now this situation is about to change. LED walls are increasing in image quality whilst reducing in price. So key broadcast required features are becoming available, and so now it makes sense to look at an LED virtual production studio as a powerful, future-proof option to a traditional green screen studio, and also for news and factual programming. So for our demo here today, we're using 2 tracked cameras pointing at this AOTO RM series 2.3 pitch LED screen, both equipped with Mo-Sys Star Trackers. So while it's interesting to look at this space with the LED wall and the cameras, what's actually more important is to look at the output of the camera on this LED wall here. So if we pan to camera 1, you can see the virtual graphics displayed on the LED wall changing in perspective. So the inner image is called the frustum, and this is the field of view of the camera. So now we're going to pan the camera beyond the LED wall to show you how VP Pro's XR set extensions are working. Now, set extensions are augmented reality elements. They can be utilized to give the illusion of a much larger virtual studio than the actual physical space would allow. And importantly, they allow us to extend the virtual studio without requiring additional LED tiles. So set extensions, or XR, introduces a delay that now needs to be managed. So the delay we're referring to is between the tracking data being output and the correct perspective virtual graphics being displayed on the LED wall. So ultimately, this delay results in reducing the speed at which you can pan a camera. So too fast, and the image will judder as the processing struggles to keep up, and ultimately this will drop frames. So VP Pro XR introduces just 7 frames of delay with 2 or more for the LED processor, meaning that allows for faster camera panning than a traditional media server. So this ensures that the set extension joins remain seamless during camera pans and the LED displayed graphics update smoothly. So generally speaking, an LED virtual production studio can only display 1 camera's perspective on the LED wall at a time. So up until now, if you switch between 2 cameras, the LED wall graphics would lag 5 to 6 frames behind. On switching, you'd see the new camera view with 5 to 6 frames of the previous camera's virtual background before switching to its own background. So obviously this is unusable for live or recorded broadcast programming. So using Mo-Sys's new multi-cam feature for the VP Pro XR, when we switch between camera 1 and camera 2 here, the LED wall is synchronized with the camera switch. So this means that the LED multi-camera production is now possible using as many tracked cameras as required. So importantly, the camera switching is at full resolution up to UHD 4K, providing maximum quality to the LED processor. So virtual LED production is powered by real-time photorealistic graphics from a games engine. So in our case, we're using Epic's Unreal Engine. So the use of photorealistic graphics in broadcast isn't new though, and we've been using them for more than 5 years now. But for news and factual programming, graphics have traditionally been split between 3D photorealistic graphics used for a virtual studio and augmented reality generated by a games engine, and for 2D templated graphics used for lower thirds and data-fed infographics generated by a traditional broadcast graphics provider. So until now, it's been impossible to use lower thirds and data-fed graphics with a photorealistic virtual scene and have these on-air graphics recallable by a newsroom computer system using MOS protocol. So if you look at the mixer output LED screen here, you'll see the results of Mo-Sys and Arizo Studios collaboration. So we can call the lower thirds and data-fed graphics, both created in Unreal Engine, from a newsroom computer system using a MOS protocol, and use them with a virtual set. So Arizo Studio orchestrates the MOS call, and VP Pro XR manages the virtual scene and graphics. So now these graphics are 2D, but they could equally be 3D. So in our example here, we've chosen to have the lower thirds and data-fed graphics as augmented reality elements, where they're combined in a mixer, but we could equally have them embedded into the virtual scene. So what this means is that for the first time, it is now possible to use Unreal Engine for all of your broadcast graphics. So this combined solution can be purchased from either Mo-Sys or Arizo Studios. And Mo-Sys can additionally supply a complete LED wall package containing the combined solutions. Well, this brings me to the end of our presentation here. I want to thank you for your time with us here today. For more information, please speak to one of the AOTO, Mo-Sys, or Arizo Studios team members that you see here on the stand. And make sure to have your badges scanned so we can keep you updated on all of our LED virtual production developments for broadcast. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your time here at NAB.